Hi guys, it's John here, and this is a battery drain test between the Galaxy Z Fold 4 and the Galaxy Z Fold 5. So these both contain a 4400 mAh battery, both have the same 7.6-inch screen, running 1812 by 2176. So we're going to run a battery drain test to see if there's any major differences between the two chipsets, because that's the main difference between these two. We've got the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 over here and the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 for Galaxy over here. I've set both of them to 80% brightness. As you can see, we've got a thermal widget here in the top right to just monitor the temperature, and we've got a floating battery widget here to just monitor the battery life left during the test. We're going to run through several tests. We're going to start off with the camera test. We'll then do some video editing, do some phone calls, run through some various social media apps and video, and then games, and we'll just see which battery comes out on top. Don't forget, this is a year old, so we do have a bit of wear and tear in the battery already, but is the Fold 5 efficient enough for you to upgrade to? So I'm going to unplug these from the charger now, and we'll carry on with the test. Okay, so the first test is just going to be a simple video recording. So we're just going to do some 4K 30 video recording, and we will just run it for about half an hour or so, and then we'll come back. We'll do some editing on this video and just see exactly which one performs better and see how much battery life this uses up. Okay, so after half an hour of video recording, we're down to 89% on the Fold 4, only just, and 91% on the Fold 5. Temperature-wise, 40 degrees versus 39. So what we're going to do now is just go into the gallery, and we're going to edit this video, and we'll just apply a filter, save over this, and we'll let this run through, and we'll see how much battery that uses as well. Okay, so the video render has just finished, and there wasn't a huge amount, certainly in battery percentage anyway, between the two, but it did take a lot longer to render on the 8 Gen 1, obviously. It was about 3 minutes slower on the 8 Gen 1, so not a massive difference, but the difference was noticeable. So after losing 9% on the actual camera test itself and 11%, they're actually still very, very close to each other. The Fold 5 did get a bit warmer as well during the coding of the video, but other than that, there wasn't much between them. So what I'm going to do now is a phone call between the two. So we're going to just have a half-hour phone call and just see exactly how much they lose from this. We have just gone down to 82%, so we'll take it from there. And I will let the screens go off as well, because you don't normally have the screen on when you're making a phone call. Okay, so the phone call is just finished. We're down to 80% on the Fold 4 and 82 on the Fold 5. It's about minus 2% on both. Temperature-wise, again, tiny bit cooler on the Fold 5, but nothing too extreme, 30 versus 29. So what we're going to do now is put these into standby and just leave them with the always on display on. We're going to leave these for a good half hour, and then we'll be able to work out how much battery they lose in standby with the always on display on. So I'm not expecting much at all, if anything. So I'll come back in half an hour and we'll see how they've done. Okay, so we've had half an hour of just standby with the always on display on, and we've lost 1% here, and we haven't lost anything here. So it's not 100% accurate, but we're going to say it's going to be about 1% per hour on each phone, because I guess if we leave this another hour, we would probably lose 1%. We do obviously have SIM cards in both of these phones, so they are connected to the network and to the Wi-Fi, obviously. Yeah, nothing too interesting there. About average for Samsung phones, lose about 1% per hour on standby. We're on 26 degrees on both phones, so they're nice and cool still. So what we're going to do now is do an hour of scrolling through Twitter. We did just lose 1% there. So yeah, like I say, about 1% per hour. So yeah, we're going to move on to Twitter now, and we're just going to keep scrolling up and up and up, and we'll see how it goes for an hour at least. Okay then, so that was an hour of Twitter, and we're down to 70% and 75%. So that's a loss of 9% on the Fold 4 and 6% on the Fold 5. So we're going to move on to Instagram now, and we'll do an hour of scrolling through Reels. Okay, quite an interesting difference there between the two with Instagram. I'm not sure why I didn't do TikTok first, but still, 24% lost here on the Fold 4 and just 12% on the Fold 5. So that's twice as much battery usage in Instagram Reels than on the Fold 5. So that's very interesting indeed. I'll go on to TikTok next. Yeah, we're going to do an hour of this as well, and we'll see how they both do. Okay, so now I have TikTok there, and we lost 12% on the Fold 4 and 10% on the Fold 5. So we're going to move on to Reddit now. We're going to do an hour of scrolling. Okay then, so an hour of Reddit and we are down to 21% on the Fold 4, 44 on the Fold 5, 30 degrees versus 29. We lost 11% over an hour on the Fold 4 and just 9% on the Fold 5. We're going to put on half an hour of Spotify and I'm going to let the screens turn off because you wouldn't normally have your screen on whilst listening to music. So I'll come back in half an hour and we'll see how they've done. Okay, so after half an hour of Spotify, we've lost 3% on the Fold 4 and 2% on the Fold 5. So after about an hour, you can expect that to double to 6% and 4%. Okay, so I'm going to pop on half an hour of YouTube now. Okay, so the camera stopped working for a moment there, but we are now on the YouTube test. So we're going to see how long this goes. We're going to do half an hour of YouTube. We're at 4K resolution on both. And I've made it full screen to use as much power as we can, and we'll see how they get on. And then, so half an hour of YouTube, and we've lost 7% on the Fold 4 and 6% on the Fold 5. Now, there's quite a big difference now between them. At the start of the test, we didn't have too much going between them, but now it is quite a lot. So we're going to go into a game now and just see how long the Fold 4 can last. Genshin Impact here on the highest settings, so it's going to be quite intensive for our folds. So an hour of Genshin Impact, and we're now down to 9% on the Fold 5. Obviously, we were expecting the Fold 4 to disappear, but it did score an excellent 7 hours and 24. So we're going to load into another game now, just PUBG, and we'll get that up and running and see how long is left. We've got 8% now on the Fold 5, so it won't be too much longer, I don't think. Right, so the Fold 5 is just finished and it's scored 8 hours and 31 minutes compared to the Fold 4's 7 hours and 24. That's an extra 1 hour and 7 minutes on top of the Fold 4. So don't forget, this is a year old, so the battery will be slightly more deteriorated. There was quite a big difference towards the end of the test there. Starting from the Instagram Reels, it really did start draining quite quickly. So don't forget, this isn't the way most people would use their phone. You don't sit for 7 or 8 hours straight using it non-stop. Use it throughout the day, so you may wake up at, say, 8 in the morning, and you're going to be going to bed, say 9, 10, 11 at night. So your phone needs to last throughout the whole of the day, not just in one constant 8-hour period. So this is just to get a bit of an idea as to how efficient the Fold 5 is, how much better the battery life is with the new chip compared to the Fold 4, and just to give you a bit of an idea as to how much these different apps and the ways that you can use your phone will actually utilize your battery. So I hope this video was useful. If it was, please do like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification to be notified when I next release a video. Don't forget to check out my other Fold 5 videos. Let me know down below what sort of times you're getting for your Fold as well, and we can compare our results, and I'll see you again in the next video.